How's that for a dramatic beginning teaser? Let's hear that sound again. What a great sound. That's the sound that I don't like to edit out. A bag of silver hitting the table. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Let's work hard, save money, and BS about what to do with it. It's been a little while since I brought back a sack of silver. But you know, this isn't the Silver Air radio channel. This is the Thousand Air radio channel. Not gonna lie, I've been all about some gold for a little while. But pretty much all of that is gone. Oh, look at this. I made my rounds yesterday. It was Monday, June 1st. I woke up bright and early, started making phone calls around my neighborhood, coin dealers, pawn shops, jewelry stores, seeing who had gold and silver for sale still. If you want to buy gold and silver, you can do that too. It's very easy. All you need is Google and a phone. You can find gold and silver around you. Well, maybe you can. I'm not sure, because it seems that no one is selling gold and silver to the shops around me. That seems to be the consensus from each of the dealers that I've spoken to. It has been like that for a while now, and I was hoping it was going to change. I was hoping I would go into the coin shops and pawn shops and find that people have sold. Well, people have not sold. This is not my typical purchase when I go out to buy silver and gold. You may notice a lot of junk silver, or as I like to call it, constitutional silver. And the coins to the left are actually sterlings. They're not 1 ounce coins, or they weigh 1 troy ounce, but they are not 1 troy ounce of 0.999. They are 1 troy ounce of 92.5 pure silver. Now, normally I leave a coin store or a pawn shop with all of their junk silver, and I probably would have left them with these sterling coins, but there just hasn't been anything for the past couple weeks. I haven't been able to really get a good purchase in like I like. So I figure if everything's running out, if I'm going to be a speculator, I speculate that when others go there to buy silver, they're going to want the junk silver too. So I just went ahead and bought them out. As far as silver content goes, you do get a lot of bang for your buck when you buy junk silver and the sterlings. I got some pretty good deals, and I have to say I'm pretty happy. The number of troy ounces I added to my stack was rather significant. There's over 14 ounces here. So I'm assuming next week when I make a purchase, it's probably going to be more constitutional silver as well, if I find anything. I actually love junk silver. There's a lot of history. It's beautiful, and there's a lot of meaning in the symbols, if you care to look them up. I can see how it could be very easy to get swept away into numismatic collecting. Gold was slim pickings unless you were ready to buy an ounce, so I picked up this little guy. There's a little bit of details about it. 2.3 gram, 50% gold, Washington bicentennial. I really like it when I can get a good deal on fractionals. I prefer a good deal on fractionals over anything because, I mean, look at all the surface area you get. So much more to admire. And the liquidity. The same way I eased into my gold position will be the same way I ease out when I'm selling. All justifications aside, I mean, this is really all that was available and all I could afford out of what was available. I just wasn't ready to buy a 1 ounce gold coin. There is a slight bit of disappointment that I can't keep my gold collection uniform, but it quickly subsides with all of the interesting variants of these new pieces I've acquired over the past couple weeks. If you know anything about this Washington bicentennial 2.3 gram 50% gold coin, by all means, please tell me all about it in the comments below. And if you already made a video, good chance I'll be there soon, because I need to look it up. I learned enough about it to feel comfortable with my purchase, and I got a fairly good deal. And I had to test it with a jewelry tester because it was only 50% gold. There was no setting on the coin tester for it. So I'm definitely very happy with this purchase. Definitely. So I'm great with the junk, definitely good with the gold, but what about these sterlings? Sterlings are 92.5% silver, unlike your typical bullion that you would get. That's 99.9. So a troy ounce is 31.103 grams. Divide that by 100, multiply it by 92.5, and you'll get the silver content. If this hurts your brain at first, trust me, you're not alone. I consider myself to be a pretty smart guy. Maybe I'm a fool for doing so, but it just makes my brain stall out. So if you just want to find the value of each one and not necessarily the silver content, you could just take the spot price and divide it by 100 and then multiply it by 92.5, and you'll get the spot price of silver value in each one of these coins. Now, upon examination, I noticed that they didn't actually say 92.5 on it, but they did say sterling along the edge there. I don't know if you could read it. It's pretty tough to read. So I had them tested. When in doubt, test, test, test. Even when you feel confident, test. If you're going to be exchanging these or selling these to people, test. Your reputation is on the line in one form or another. Pretty much every bullion dealer or coin dealer or pawn shop has a testing machine or method. You can use it. They will let you, especially if you bought it from them. So if you're familiar with these testing machines or you saw prior videos, you know that basically it just has to be set for sterling and then show up in between the brackets. I really like these machines. I can't justify buying one yet. They're like I think $600 to $1,000, but I do eventually want to get one. I don't know why I shouldn't. I mean, I could just use the pawn shops or the coin stores. So now I have peace of mind about the sterlings, and I understand what they are, and I know how to assess their weight and value quickly. So they're not really a problem anymore. I'm actually happy to have them on board. So I'm not going to lie, my purchase was driven by a little bit of FOMO because I knew that the shops were running out and I had fear that I would not be able to get anything next week. So I guess only time will tell if my purchase was foolish. So right about now you're probably wondering what's up with the squid. A friend of mine that owns a Chinese restaurant ordered some squid for me. It's pretty cheap actually, and let me cook it in the bag. So this is my first attempt at cooking squid in a wok. There's really nothing to it. I'm just boiling them for 10 minutes. Right here I'm just brushing off the impurities at the top. So this is what we got, and there's a little Vietnamese fish sauce there, and I poured up some really good sake to dip them in. I'm not drinking yet, but I'll dip them in it. That's about all I got this week, or for now. So I hope you enjoyed the purchase. Maybe I'll make another video on some more details. But that's all I got for today. Sorry about the squid. I know that's a change of the subject, but I just thought the footage was kind of cool, so I'd show it. Well, take care. Here's a bonus. I thought my video was done, but I actually called around today, seeing this is 2 days later from my purchase. I was actually calling around to see if anyone had any silver or gold sold to them and were selling. Well, everyone I called, even jewelry shops, etc., we're not buying, but only, no, we're not selling, but only buying. So there is no metals available around me right now. Interesting.